Hello my dear students, welcome back to English class. Today we are going to start one beautiful poem and the poem name is The Lake Isel of Innisfree. It is composed by a very famous poet, Irish poet named William Butler Yeats. He was born on 13th June 1865 and died on 28th January 1939. You know, my dear student, he was not only a famous poet, he was a famous, playwright as well as he was an editor also. So let me tell you a few lines about the poem. Innisfree is the name of a quiet place where the poet as a boy spent a lot of time, now living in city full of artificiality and frantic activity. He deeply longs for the peace of Innisfree and he wants to go there. The poem is a musical lyric. So let me tell you at first about the title of the poem. What the title of the poem suggests us. Here, isel. What is the meaning of isel? Isel, it refers here what? Island. Now next one is what? Innisfree. What is the Innisfree? It is what? A very quiet or the peaceful place. Alright. So before reading this poem, let me tell you a few lines about the poet's childhood. So when the poet was very much small, he spent his early life in a very peaceful environment in the lap of the nature, and that place was Innisfree, because he used to listen there chirping of the bird. He used to listen, different kinds of melodious song sung by different kinds of singing bird like the linnet bird, and he was living life in the lap of nature. And when he grew adult, he shifted to a new city. And when he started living in the new city, he got tired living in that city, because after coming to the city, he found living in city is full of artificiality and it was full of noise. And the poet is fond of living in only the peaceful environment. And in city it is very difficult to find peaceful environment, because there are so many pollutions in the city life. And like the noise pollution is there, so many vehicles are running on the road, so you cannot get a peaceful environment in the city. So the poet got tired living in this kind of environment, and that is why he has a strong desire to go again that place, that peaceful place. And that is why he expressed his emotion why he wants to go to that Innisfree, that peaceful place, because now he wants only mental peace. And where you will get peaceful environment? In the village area or in the rural area, or only in the lap of nature you can get the truly or what the peaceful environment. Alright, so let's read the stanza and try to understand. I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee loud glad. Alright, so at first see the difficult words given. Here, you know very well the Innisfree means what? A kind place. Isel means island. Now one word is what? Cabin. What is the meaning of cabin? Cabin means what? Room. Now what else? What else means what? Small sticks. If you go to the village area, you must have seen the bamboo house or the boundary made by the different kinds of stick. That is what? Bamboo stick. So when we use this small bamboo stick all together like this, it can be used as the wall, or we can make also boundary with the help of this small sticks. So the poet is telling that he wants to go, like he will get up and he will go to innisfree, that peaceful place, and there he will make a room. He will make there a beautiful room with the help of this small sticks and clay. And because he will live there, that is why further he says that he will just grow 9 bean rows. That means he will plant some different kinds of vegetable also, like he will plant 9 rows of beans. You know what is the beans? It is one kind of vegetable, like you must have heard the name seam or latra. So these are the different kinds of beans, like these are the examples of the vegetables. So because when he will live there, then definitely he will require some food also. So that is why he is telling that once he will make the small room there, the beautiful house, there he will also uh, uh, plant some vegetable plant also. He will grow 9 bean plant. Alright, 9 bean rows. That means he will grow there some plants that will be total 9 in number. That means he will grow there plants in 9 rows. And what kinds of plants he will grow there? 9 bean. Alright, so bean you know very well. What is the bean? Like we have so many vegetables which comes under beans, like we have what is that? Same you know very well. Latra also you know. So these are under the category of these beans. Alright. A hive for the honeybee, and leave alone in the bee loud glad. And he is further the poet is saying that there will be, when he will start living in the lap of the nature, in the new house, in the new room made by clay and the small sticks, there he will do plantation also of some vegetables, and there will be what? Honey bee also. And the honey bee will make what? The hive. You know what is the hive? Hive means what? The beautiful structure created by or made by the honey bee. And leave alone in the bee loud glad. Here, what is the meaning of bee loud? Bee loud means what? Sound made by honey bee. Alright. When the honey bee make a sound, that is here, it means what? Bee loud. It refers here the sound created by the honey bee. And further, the poet is saying that, and he will enjoy the melodious sound created by the honeybee. Alright, like he will start living the life of rural areas. He will again get the mental peace there, and he will enjoy everything naturally in the lap of the nature, in that beautiful place that is innisfree. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the veil of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and the evening full of linnet wings. Further, the poet is talking about that he will get the peaceful environment every time in that place, because in the morning he will get a special kind of peaceful environment. What kind of peaceful environment? The peace will come from dropping from the veil of the morning. Like if you see in the village area, in early morning, people used to get up early in the morning. And when you get up early in the morning, you will see what in the village area there is the misty weather, or that is not very much clear sky. Like in the morning, if it is what the winter, then it is what the little more foggy. But if it is the summer, then you will get also a very clear environment there, and that environment will give you what? Pleasure. So the poet is saying that he will get anyhow the peace from the morning veil also. He will get peace from in the morning, in that place, morning time, and also veil of the morning, to where the crickets sing, and where he will be able to listen the sound created by the creature. Different kinds of creature live in the forest. In our natural environment there are so many creatures. So one of the creature is known as what here? Cricket. What is the cricket? Cricket is a kind of grasshopper insect. Like, it looks like the grasshopper, and its quality is that it creates some sound by rubbing its feathers. All right. So you can say in simple word, cricket is a kind of insect that can create some sound. So the poet is telling that he will enjoy the sound created by the cricket, the insect. There midnight all a glimmer. And he is further saying that at night when he will see the sky, when you see the sky, what you get? You will get what? The sky full of stars. So he is telling that he will not only enjoy the morning time, but he will enjoy also the midnight when he will see the sky full of stars. It will also, the shining stars will give him pleasure, and the poet will get the peace once again. And the noon a purple glow, and the evening full of linnet wings. So he is saying that his not only morning will be beautiful, his afternoon will be beautiful, his night will be beautiful, and his evening also will be very much beautiful. How? The midnight, very well, the shining stars will give peace to the poet, and he will feel very much pleasure. He will be very much happy there, because there will be no sound, and he will live the natural life there. And noon a purple glow. He is saying that at noon the sun will shine in the sky, and that shining will give pleasure to the poet, and it will give not only pleasure to the poet, it will give also peace to the poet, and he will be able to enjoy the sunshine also. And evening full of linnet wings. What is the linnet? Linnet means what? A small bird. Its quality is that it can sing. Alright. So linnet is a bird that can sing. Alright, so the poet is telling that in the evening, his evening also will be very much beautiful, very much peaceful, because he will get an opportunity to listen the beautiful song created by, or the song made by the linnet, a small bird, and he will enjoy very much. The last paragraph is given here. I will arise and go now for always night and day. I hear the lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore, while I stand on the roadway or on the pavement grey. I hear it in the deep heart score. So what is the meaning of this stanza? In the last stanza, the poet is saying that whenever he stand on the roadway, whenever he stand on the footpath, the way which is just near the main road, if you go to the main road, there are some also footpath. So he says that whenever he stand on the roadway or on the pavement grey, that is the footpath, he always listen what? The sound. What kind of sound? The sound created by the flowing water, that is water lapping with low sound. Alright, he listens the sound of falling water, very slow sound, and it reminds him what? The place of It reminds the peaceful environment of the innisfree, because there will be lake also, and you know very well, when the water falls from the height or from any place, or when it runs, it flows from one place to another place, you can hear the melodious sound created by the flowing water. So the lapping of water, he will also listen there. In this way, he will get everywhere peaceful environment. Every time he will get peaceful environment. Alright, and that is why he wants to go to that place where he spent his entire childhood, because that place is very much, you know, very much peaceful place. And now the poet has, you know, the poet has got tired living in the city, and that is why he decided that he will stand and he will go there innisfree, and he will make the room there, and he will start living in the lap of the nature. So this was all about today's class. This was all about the explanation of this poem. In next class, I will send you question and answer and the central idea of this poem. So if you have any doubt regarding the difficult words and their meaning, please let me know. I will reply you. Please don't waste your time. Your examinations are very near. Alright. So do your best. And if you have any doubt, please ask me. I will be happy to help you. Thank you very much.